You're listening to the Para House Entertainment Network. Come join us as we take you deep into the fire, to the paranormal realms of hauntings, UFOs, ETs, alien abductions, strange creatures, and the vastness of universal consciousness, as we continue to seek what is not supposed to exist, as we search for the truth that only comes from going into the fire. Hey, good evening, everybody, and welcome to Into the Fire. And we're all on screen. We're going to keep it that way. I think everybody knows who we have in the wonderful house tonight. And it's a very special night, and we're glad to be here. We have had some difficulties trying to be on the air. I think some people don't like us to be on the air very often. But it's so great to have you all here. And it is a pleasure to bring to you tonight the wonderful Dave Spinks and Serenity Jenny. And Beth Allen is also sitting in here as a co-host commentator for the show, along with Billy. And Tonya just got home just a little bit ago, and she'll be here just a second. So, Billy, what have you been doing, brother?
Work. And storm damage.
Yeah, everybody's got storm damage. I mean, it is just terrible. Storm damage upon storm damage upon storm damage.
Yeah, it just keeps coming.
Yep. Yeah, a lot of it. And we're going to have to do some fixing up at the hall. People who haven't been at the hall yet, those that we had some serious roof damage to the barn. And also to other parts of the property, lost a few trees, lost the well next to the house. So we've got a lot of stuff we're going to have to be redoing and looking at. And we'll probably be looking for some donations to help along the way also. But enough of that. This is a night of joy and fun. It's his Sunday, April 16th, and we're really looking forward to finding out some information is going to be coming down the road here. So what I'd like to do is I'm going to, instead of giving you the bio and everything else, I'm going to let those two people right there give the bio, because it is so extensive. And these guys have been in the paranormal. I'm blessed to, all of us on the screen here are blessed to be able to call them friends and family, soul family. And so Dave and Jenny, I'm going to let you take it away. Beth Allen, you just hang in there, honey.
Hey, guys. How's it going? Thanks again for having us. We love being here with you. Oh, my gosh. I know you make me do my bio because you don't like doing it. It takes up the whole show, and then we're done.
Well, no, the problem with your bio is that I got to go MDEDTT LLCC. It's like I got to make a song out of it.
I know, right? We probably should make a song out of it. It'd be easier. Yeah, so I am Serenity Jenny, and my credentials, my formal credentials, I'm a licensed professional counselor. I'm a K through 12 guidance counselor. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I'm an Asui Tibetan Reiki master teacher, Karuna Holy Fire Reiki master teacher, a Holy Fire Reiki master teacher, amongst so many other things, a psychic medium, and NDE survivor ×5. Just all of that, and a partridge in a pear tree, I'm pretty sure. But my calling on this planet is to help people step into their consciousness, into their expanded beingness, their true form, their multi-dimensional selves, whether that be they come to me through a mental health issue and stumble into their spiritual greatness, or they have a spiritual issue and they need help evolving themselves into their gifts and abilities. I treat a lot of children. A lot of times I feel like I run Hogwarts. People bring me their kids because they do not want them medicated. I help them with their abilities and any kind of issues that they might be having. In addition to the families, we support a lot of families that are dealing not only with hauntings or malicious spirits. We deal with folks who genuinely have the need to evolve and see the difference that they can make in the world. So they are put in our path for a reason. And I probably didn't cover everything, but I'm an author and I own a publishing company, which I'm very proud to have some amazing authors on our title there, our label there. And I'm just really glad to be this other half of this person right here. So I will segue into him introducing himself.
I'm Dave, Dave Spinks, that is. Paranormal investigator, researcher, author, and ex-military of 9 years, and retired federal law enforcement officer. And I've been investigating and researching this stuff for over 30 years. And I also am half owner of Dave Spinks World of Weird, along with Senerity Springs. We have a joint store together, me and Jen. And it's really a lot of fun to, be in partnership with this one, number one, and, do our thing together, because there's nothing else like it out there. And, I'm sure there's other people trying to copy that situation, but they're not us, and then good luck with that. So, bottom line is, we love what we do. We help a lot of people, and that's our mission. She, as I tell you guys know, she changed my life dramatically over the last 4 years, and helped me see what my mission is, and helped me to move forward in that aspect, and really, help me ascend to where I'm supposed to be. And I'm still working on that. It's a lot of work, believe me, but we've made a lot of strides together, I think, in both our personal lives, and our past traumas, and as well as working together to help a lot of people. And some of the cases we've done together are just, they blew my mind. They've blown my mind. And I thought I'd seen it all, but I haven't, so, just a little look into what we do together. And, we still do our separate things too, but we also work a lot together on a lot of cases now. And when those come to light, I think people's eyes are going to be really, really open dramatically. Just some of the things I've seen her do just is phenomenal. And I was there, a part of it, and got to document it. And that's what I do, so, and I was just like, whoa, wait a minute, because let me tell you something, I know, and Barry and everybody, Billy, people have been doing this for a while. There's a lot of charlatan psychics out there.
Yeah.
It seemed like when the TV paranormal world came out, all of a sudden all these people came out of the woodwork. Oh, I'm a psychic. I'm this and I'm that. And yeah, sure you are. Okay. And I was the same way, because I dealt with a lot of them. People telling me they're this and they're that, and I'd let them have a chance come in with me, and they didn't know nothing. They basically gave me SWAT. And, working with this one here, when you see the things that she's done, and some of the things that I was able to document that she's done, there's nothing else like it. So, those will be coming to light soon enough. So, I don't know. We're trying to push the field forward, so to speak. And, as far as me, I've gone in hundreds and hundreds of places, commercial, because, we all want to document something cool. That's, I want to record a full body apparition on camera. Well, I've done that, I've done hundreds of EVPs, got this, got that. And in the beginning, I did more residentials. Then I moved to the commercial stuff, trying to document more things and show people, hey, there's stuff around us all the time. I've done that. Now I'm back to helping people again. Because there is a lot of liability involved. Some of the cases we're involved in, we're talking children here. And if you go in and tell these people this, that, and the other, and you don't know what you're talking about, they're going to sue the pants off of you. And there's a lot of liability that can be involved in this stuff. So, some of the stuff we've done and some of the families we've helped, and it'll never be out in the public, but we're so proud of what we've done, with these families, and we don't need any accolades. We don't need to be on social media all the time saying, look what we did, but some of it will be out there. Most of it will never see the light of day. And, But we know that in our hearts, we've helped those people. We've helped the spirits of the deceased loved ones, and we've helped those people heal. And that's what it's all about.
Amen.
Amen. Amen. 100%
Amen.
right. Hallelujah. And,
Let the church say amen.
yes.
That's to me, that's what it's all about. Sure, you can be a weekend warrior, go out and try to document paranormal. Nothing wrong with that. Go have at it. But the real mission is to what? Help people and help spirits that need help. There's spirits that are lost here on this plane. They don't even know they're dead, some of them, and they're running around pissed off and messing with people and doing stuff. And I'm talking the human side of it, not the other side.
Right.
But there's a lot of work to be done out here, and some of those spirits are influencing many people to do bad things. And that's our job. I feel it is our job to knock some of that out of here, man. And the best we can, best we know how. So
agree totally with you, Dave. And as we look at the people on the screen, and we've all made that realization, we all deal with that, and that's the largest thing. And when you look at Serenity, you look at Beth Allen. These are the people that are the real deal. I don't care if you want to try to chase them down, say nasty things to them, anything else. Look, I've been in this business for a long, long time. I've known these people for a very, very long time, and I've seen them work. I know how they do things. I've seen Dave take his change, and most of the people who have been in the paranormal for a long time are waking up to the fact that the paranormal is involved with so many different things. So yeah, there's going to be people out there that are stuck to their ego, are going to be going on Facebook, going on everywhere else, live things. They never investigate. They're just too important. And all they want to do is talk about that. I'm not here to beat up on people. All I'm saying is that to become a true investigator is to study and know your craft, and to know that it involves so much other parts. It's just not the ghost thing. It's a lot of things. It's elemental, it's spiritual. It is totally that way. And with the group that we have here with Serenity, she opens so many people, and she helps with that. And Dave helps with documenting and everything else. And she is continually always working for the benefit and for the man who is upstairs controlling her. And you'll never hear Dave and them or anyone on the screen ever say, "Hey, look what we did. Look what we did."
Sometimes you will, when we think it's important, and we have the permission of the family, because we want to show people, hey,
you're allowed to, right?
You can do this,
yes.
And you can help these spirits, and you can help these families. Like I said, you might see 2% of something we do, versus the other 98%. You're not going to ever see it's never going to see the light of day. Both of us could literally be on social media 24/7. Well, look at this case. We did this, 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 and this. Look at this case. This, and this, and this. We could live on it.
Yeah. The reason why we're not is because we're so busy actually doing it. We don't have time to be on there posting about doing it, because we're actually doing the work and helping people. And it is so gratifying. But, there's so many charlatans out there in so many aspects, not just psychics. So many. And you have to wonder, when you hear the word "I" more than 3 times, that's my rule of thumb.
I, me.
Exactly.
That's ego driven.
Mm-hmm.
That's edging God out. That's my opinion. I mean, I heard Dr. Wayne Dyer say ego means edge God out. And I'm in the position where that's my boss. That's our boss. We're following a higher command, a higher lead here. And, we don't need credit for it. We need to have happy souls, whether they're human souls that are living or they're spirits who have passed. Like, they need to be well-adjusted and evolved souls. And that's our goal. So
that's another thing too. Like, I was so excited to see all these shows start to get canceled, because you're going to see the weekend warriors and the people that don't live this life on the daily they're going to drop off the map a little at a time, because they're going to realize, well, they're not doing no more paranormal shows, so I'm going to quit doing this, because that's the only reason they were doing this stuff, is to try to get a show. There might be a few shows pop up here and there and this and that, but the long run, they're not going to be doing them like they used to. That's why you see a lot of people now, they're going to streaming their own stuff and doing all this stuff because they're never going to be on a mainstream television show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're resorting to, doing a lot of stuff on the streaming platforms and stuff like that and trying to make money that way. So, you'll see us posting our events and stuff we're doing like that, but in our new books or whatever,
Yeah.
but in our store. But, of course, that's part of the business. That's why we have to make money to do what we do to pay for
You
the
have
cost
to.
of doing this stuff because it's super duper expensive, man. The gas and then air in the hotels and the food that we have to go when we go from this state or this town to this town. So, we got to make some money doing it.
I got to tell you something. And sometimes, like we were talking about just the ending, when you leave somebody and the people that you're helping, they are so thankful and they keep on saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. But you'll never say thank you. I don't say thank you. Half the people on the screen, I'm sure, don't say thank you. But you say, if you want to thank somebody, thank him because he is the person who is driving us to do that. I'm nobody. I'm just a bear. I'm bear. They work through me. They allow these things to happen, and they allow me to be able to talk to people, to be able to bring people to the things, to be able to teach people, to be able to do whatever it is. We're no different. We're all family. We're all one soul working together. And it's all about that soul connection. It's all about going. This is, we are all one. We go together when we go. It's all about one thing. And we're here to help people. And that's what we're supposed to do. What we lost in the transactions from earlier, people used to help people. We had midwives out there. We had all the things back in the old days, me coming from West Virginia and being all that way, that's the way that area operates. That's the way that the country operated. People helped everybody else. Now we don't see that. And we are here to pull it back together again in a spiritual manner, also to help reconstitute some of the area that has been made so evil. We have a lot of spiritual work to do here. And there's only a certain people that are called for that. And, if you are called for that, step forward, get a hold of these people. They are the ones that are going to help you be able to guide you and pull you through it and help you and assist you because they work in a very different way, and
we can only do what we can only do what we can do. We try to teach people how to help themselves.
Exactly.
Because that's the most important thing.
Sure.
Jen is very good at that. She's going to tell you right to your face whether you like it or not. You have to be willing to do the work. If you can't do the work, then it's not going to work anyway. So we're going to give you some tools and some things to do, but in the end, it's up to you. You make the choice, and you make the choice to be like, this is my space. You're not welcome here, and you got to do the work.
Right. That's an interesting part because when you put it when it comes to that's what we always explain to them. We will give you the opportunities, and we'll tell you what you need to do.
We can do what we can do, but
it's up to you to do it. And you have to change your life sometimes. And if you're not going to change your life, you're not going to do that. There's openings and things that will continue to allow these things to come forward and so you have to protect yourself. You have to bring this thing, but it all relates to free will. It all comes down to, you can have us out there. The cases, and I'll be truthful with you, Billy can testify to this. We've been on many, many cases, and there are very many that do not ever need us to come back. They get it, they understand, and they're great. There are those one or two that will not listen, and they go, help me, help me, help me. I can't help you anymore. All we're doing is going back to help you and help you. If you're not going to accept that you have to do something and you have to do it, then I'm sorry, that's a problem. And
there are the rare cases where we have to really get down and dirty.
Believe me, I know what you're talking about.
Because it may involve a child or whatever, and they don't have the capacity to do that.
A lot of times too, subconsciously, you're working with somebody who consciously may want to be well. and has consciously stated of their own volition that, yes, I need help. Yes, I want to be well. Well, subconsciously, they've repressed traumas, and they're not even aware that they have huge, gaping, cavernous areas in their soul that has, resulted in soul loss that they need soul retrieval for in order for them to heal. So, any investigator, any team that's going to help somebody may have a problem case where they're continuing to go there and nothing's working because there's a repressed trauma. There's some subconscious ideation where they're not even aware that they are not able to heal or move forward because they haven't healed in that area yet. So, it's just very involved. There's so many different aspects to it. And there's a lot of times we have to call in, we call you guys if we have hard cases, getting other people's opinions. I call different shamans from all over the world sometimes to weigh in to get a different perspective if it's a tough case, because we need all of the modalities and all the aspects and all the spirits come together as one from all those different areas really can help. And we have some stubborn cases too. I mean, we do.
And every case is different.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Every case is a little bit different. They have some similarities, but there's always one or two little, three little things that are totally different than anything else you've ever seen or whatever. So, you got to go in ready to rock and roll and look at it from many different aspects.
And asking for help, I mean, even as a professional is, an indication of somebody's self-care that they have done for themselves and how well of a foundation they have laid for themselves. Because asking for help is not a shameful thing. Asking for help is a strong indication of strength and of being educated and aware. We're not going to know everything. We're not going to be able to help every single case and have all the aspects covered. We have to ask for help. And that's something I think a lot of teams kind of miss because they say, oh yeah, we're multidisciplinary. Your multidisciplinary may look like there's 4 facets. Well, we live in 12 different dimensional realities. That has been documented. There are more, but those have been documented. There's no way we can cover all those bases all the time. There's just no way. And to say that you have all the bases covered, I think that's a little bit crass if you ask me. People are very full of themselves when they think they have all the bases covered.
Well, yeah, especially the ones I get that are begging me to come to the weep.
Yeah.
They think they got it all figured out and they can clear it and all this. And I just say, dude, you have no idea.
Can I make a public statement about that?
Sure.
Please stop sending letters and emails to Dave about Willow's Weep. No one needs to come in there and clear it. We have it completely covered. He's already lined up different, let's say, modalities for years now. This has been a very long process. So if anybody's watching this, if you send him an email, if you want to investigate, we're having one last investigation. If you want to do that, it's a really high price because we're trying to separate people who actually want to know how to do this properly from those who just want to go in there and cause some ruckus.
It's literally a training is what it's going to be.
It is.
Yeah.
It's a on-the-job training.
Yeah. It's for a whole weekend, and you'll never have another training like this in your paranormal career. I can tell you that.
It will actually not exist. Not exist after this.
But, I get these yahoos, as I call them. They'll send me these things like, oh, I've been doing this for 15 years. I can come in and clear it, and I can do this. I said, brother, you're barking up the wrong tree here. First off, you need to research and know who you're talking to before you even email me something like that. Because I got you beat double your time in here, and and this yada yada yada, and I get them daily almost
a lot,
and it's just and I'll pay you $500. I just laugh at them, dude.
I think the one said money was no question.
Yeah, money was no
object. It's not about the money.
It's not about the money. If it was about the money, I would still be open, people. I'd be making money hand over fist at the weep. I've had it closed since before COVID.
Yeah.
Don't even waste your time because you're never going to get in there.
Willow's Weep is a place that is, and there's several places all over the world.
Millie's been there. He'll tell you, man.
Oh, yeah.
Beth's been there. Bear's been there. And Bear's still dealing with shit from that place,
Well, always will. And but that's okay. That's what you deal with. We are all marked in certain ways, and there are things that will beat us up continually because of what we do. And we have to do soul repair. We have to do all kinds of stuff. And we have healings that go on from other people, and from Serenity helps, and Beth helps, and everyone else. This is you all work together to be able to do this kind of stuff, and it's not just a single type of thing, but you learn every day. I mean, you can have 15 years of experience, but let me tell you something. If you think you've got it all down pat and you know everything about the paranormal, get out of the paranormal, because there is a serious, yeah. You've got a serious lesson coming, because I learn every day, and there are things out there that you don't even want to meet, and they are out there, and they come from different dimensions, different areas. But the other great thing about what we also do is we also help people with soul retrievals. We'll sit down and talk to them, people that are having problems. It's a miracle, and it's amazing, because I know that you guys all see it. They just walk in somewhere and they see you and they tell you your whole life story. They want you to, you're put there for some reason for these people to come and talk to you. And that is what we do. And we talk to them, and we send them on. We help them get that way. And, Jenny deals and Beth deals with soul contracts, soul restoration. I mean, they're trying to work at complete soul restoration, so that everything is completely back to normal, and you can have a wonderful life within yourself and above with the person that you have, because he walks with you all day long, every day, all through all your life. And if you have that inner relationship with that person, then you are going to go a lot farther in your career, or what you're going to do in manifesting things for others and for yourself. Let's get into the good stuff and talk about some of the fun stuff that's going to be coming up, because I'm very excited about coming down here. I get to go back to my wonderful home state. We're going to be dragging a few bodies with us.
Live bodies, not dead.
Yes, live ones. Yes. Yeah, exactly.
Don't get pulled over.
Yeah, and we are so excited, and we're going to meet so many people. There's so many great people that have contacted us and told us that they're coming up to visit. And this event, the first one was a great event, even though it was a snow-covered one. There's always a big snow.
Yes, it was.
One day,
yeah.
65 Friday and blizzard Saturday and 60 degrees Sunday.
Yeah.
And it was gone by Sunday, midday Sunday.
Yeah. It's
crazy.
I'm still picking pieces of Todd's seat straight out of my behind.
Well, let's get started.
That's why we moved it back a month and a half this year, so we should be okay. If we do get any weather, it'll be rain.
I have to tell you, though, halfway through the event last year, I had this massively surreal moment where I told Dave, I stopped him and I grabbed a hold of him and I said, you do realize something, right? You do realize that all these people from all these different states and all of this town being involved in this is because of one thing. And that one thing was what happened. It happened to you when you were 13 years old with your papa on the Gauley River.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Like, and when you stop and think about how events actually cause the trajectory of your entire life to change, it's almost like mind-blowing. It's incomprehensible. This whole series of events is initiated by one thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, and each person that came, they had their own one thing.
Exactly.
And they, it's all synchronicity. It's full circle stuff. So it's really cool how it goes down, and you meet all these wonderful people who had various experiences over their lifetimes, and everybody gets to come together and talk about it, and share in fellowship and trade stories and even techniques and other things when it comes to investigating and get healing and everything else. So that's why we love these events. It's like our favorite stuff to do.
Even the guys that come in the store, they're old timers. They've been carrying around a story for 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
And they get to come in and tell it. And they're like, well, I know you're not going to think I'm weird because this is the world of weird. You can't get any better than this, right? So they come in and they unburden their souls. It's beautiful. It's just a very
I've been holding this in for 35 years. I said, well, let it fly, brother. And there it
Yeah.
goes. You know, and they're like, man, that made me feel so good because I felt like I tried to tell my families and they made fun of me and blah, blah, blah. Or they said, what are you smoking? Or what have you been drinking? You know, whatever.
Right.
So, you know, and it's a great place for that to take place as well. So that's what's the fun about having the store too. It's an office away from home and I get to meet all kind of great people and, you know, that's what it's about.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's excellent. So let's talk about this major event here.
All right.
Excuse me.
So second annual West Virginia Monster Con we're putting on here in Richwood, West Virginia. April 28th is a VIP night. That's a Friday night, folks. You have to buy tickets for that. If you do buy a VIP ticket, you get to hang out with all the guest speakers. We're going to feed you. You're going to get a little prize of some sort. And you get front row tickets to each individual speaker the next day on Saturday in City Hall of Richwood. So it's a pretty good deal. You know, you get a fun time and you get to do one-on-one with the guest speakers and pick their brains about stuff. So, you know, it's a great time and we'll be doing that from like what, 7 or 6 to 9.
we have 10 left, 11 left.
Well, wow. Okay. We have 11 VIP tickets left. Jen just brought it up. So better get them now, folks, because they're selling out. So, you know, that's a fun part of it. And then Saturday, if you can't afford the VIP tickets or you don't want a VIP ticket, general admission will be $25. And you get to go see the speakers and go down to all the speakers' tables at the American Legion Hall and hang out. And you can talk to them there. You can get their books, their merch, whatever they got.
We have an astrologer.
We have an astrologer coming to the store from Eastern PA. She's very, very good. She blew my mind.
Miss Beth Allen will be doing
Miss Beth Allen is right there. You can see her kind of off to the side of the poster. She'll be there doing readings as well all weekend and healing. So we got a lot of great people coming to this event. Of course, you'll have old Wild Bill from Mountain Monsters. He'll be at the store all day Saturday as long as he wants to be there, and you can come in and get his autograph and hear him hoot and holler and all that fun stuff. And
he lives up to his name, Wild Bill, for sure.
He's a good guy. You know, he's got a big heart and he helps a lot of people. So, you know, yeah, there he is.
I took that picture.
Wearing them big boots. Yeah, Jen took that picture we were at the Woods and Water Expo in Summersville, and he was there with a couple of the other Mountain Monster guys. But
I think I made him blush polka dot and plaid.
Yeah, he turned a few colors when Jen made him blush. But it's funny. You can see. Saturday the speakers start at 10 a.m. go till 6 p.m., 6 or 7 p.m. So it's all day affair. All the town. We got some great sponsors again this year in the town. We got Oakford Diner. We got Oakford Pool Hall. We got Chill Out Grill. We've got the Hole in the Wall Pizza folks. Rosewood Coffee, Sam's Diner. So I highly encourage you guys, if you come to the event, Parmar Stores, right across the street, big sponsor. Four Seasons Lodge, Four Seasons Outfitters. So, you know, stop in some of these local stores, folks. They got great products. They're great down to earth people. There'll be, I'm sure there'll be some Bigfoot burgers and ramp burgers being made. And there'll be a Mothman avalanche at the Chill Out Grill. Some really cool dishes they're making up for it. So, you know, go on down and visit them. And we'll have maps in the store, I believe, showing people where each location of our sponsors are. So, and then where the City Hall building is and where American Legion is. American Legion is like an eighth of a mile right down the street from us. You can step out the front door and see it right there from the store.
Yep.
Yeah. So, we moved from the red gym from last year, because we wanted to do, you know, we want to support the veterans. I'm a veteran and everything else. So, and their price is much better. for another reason. But, you got to do what you got to do. It takes a lot of money and a lot of effort to put on these events for folks. So I hope we have a good turnout. And we all know we're going to have a blast regardless of what the turnout is, because we always have fun.
And I like hijacking the name a little time to suit my purposes. I call it Monster Consciousness. It's a
Yeah.
East Coast conglomeration of the most highly evolved souls on the planet. So if you want to be anywhere that has good vibes and really fun, very informative, very educated folks, like this is a place to be.
Oh, let's
So
run
exciting.
down the
Go ahead.
guest speaker list.
Go ahead.
We got Stan Gordon there. We got Dr. Raymond Keller, 40-year PhD at WVU University. Writes, how many books has he got out now?
I think there's 8.
There's like 8 or 9 talking about UFOs and Venus. And when you read his stuff, your head's going to be spinning, because it lines up perfect, and it makes a lot of sense.
The newest one is about the Magdalene manuscript.
Yes.
He presented at Mount Shasta, I believe, last year for their conference.
And then, of course, you got me and Serenity. You got well-known cryptid and paranormal investigator and researcher Eric Altman, and of course our beloved Night Stalker family here on here with us as well. And got Ron Lanham, who does a lot of the artwork for my projects and book, but he's also a very, very well respected and damn good paranormal investigator, along with his partner Joe Perdue, who's also a professional chef, minister, wildlife expert, and Bigfoot investigator and researcher. He's a master naturalist, so he knows his shit. And as well, and Ron Murphy. Most of y'all know who Ron Murphy is. A very cryptid and paranormal author of the whole many genres, and an investigator and researcher. So
we may have a surprise announcement too with Ron Murphy here in the next day or two, or maybe even he wants to wait till the conference. But I'm pretty excited about it. It's just really awesome how a spiritual family just comes together. And we are here on a mission, on a purpose to educate, empower, and enlighten folks. It's just amazing how the team just keeps getting bigger and bigger.
Yeah. Oh, also general admission tickets. If you get them before the day of the conference, they're $20. If you get them the day of the conference, they're $25. So you can save your $5. Kids 5 and under are free. Mm-hmm. So, and if you want to book Serenity for a reading, you better do it now. I'm just telling you.
So I didn't open it up to book, but I have some really awesome ladies traveling all the way from Delaware. So I did let them pre-book theirs because they're just traveling so far.
She'll post it soon.
I will post what availability I have, but my overflow is Beth Allen. So I highly recommend, if you don't get to see me, you must, and I mean this in every aspect, do yourself the favor to go see Miss Beth Allen. And get an astrological reading with Sarah. The more you know, right? The more you know about yourself, about your abilities, about your current situation, whatever information you want to ascertain. I think Beth could correct me if I'm wrong. You're doing some chakra balancing, clearing, amazing healing work and readings. So,
all in one.
Yeah. And it's like, it's so mind blowing to me that all these people are in one place and it's one-stop shopping. You can get educated, empowered, and enlightened all in one weekend. How's it getting better than this? What else is possible, right?
And even if you're just curious about any of this, I highly recommend come in and watch some of the speakers speak. Come in and get a reading.
I have
because it'll change your life.
I have one thing. If you are in need of hope, laughter, fun, or empowerment, this is where you want to be. This is where you want to be. If you find people in your environment are toxic or hateful or low vibing, sketchy ass. Oops, see, I'm starting to talk like you now, Miss Beth. Sketchy energy. Come hang out with us for a weekend. Feel the vibration. Let your soul breathe a little bit and kind of just take it in. So seriously, if you just want a fun weekend where there's amazing people and good vibes, this is it.
Yep.
There will be cosmic deliciousness everywhere.
Was that last year when we all started drumming in the store?
Oh, that was powerful.
Me and Dave were, whoa.
I have to tell you too, Bear, maybe you know better than I do. I've not spoken to our friends from Connecting Consciousness yet to confirm this, but I did offer if they wanted to do a little circle on Sunday morning before my gallery reading, I was completely open to doing that.
I have talked to them, and one of the things, if you're looking for, one of the interesting about connective consciousness, a lot of people are going to hear that, but all of us are members of Connected Consciousness. It is a fantastic group, and you'll find that there'll be several different vendors there, but there will be an information booth about that. There'll be several members coming to the Safe Fest to MonsterCon because of the fact that, just as like what we said, this is not only about this is about a group of people that have high energy, that are soul caring individuals that are here to help others and do things, and that comes through. And the people that were there last year at the con got to see a lot of that. They were all picked up. It lasts for 3 or 4 days as you're driving home. You can't get it off of you. It's just fantastic, and that's what we.
The only bad part is when everybody has to leave. That's right. The only sad part, when everybody has to go back home and go back to regular life.
Yeah,
but we have a lot of fun with
Melinda, I don't know if she's in the chat room or not. She may be in the chat room. She'll probably say hi. I haven't looked at the chat room. Billy, the chat
Melinda's
room?
in there.
And Sunday, guys, just in case, Sunday too, we don't have the American Legion on Sunday. Sunday's just a free roaming day. You know, go do your thing.
Come to my gallery
reading. Come to the store. Come to Jen's gallery reading. The speakers won't be at their tables. They'll be roaming around the store and enjoying the town or whatever they're doing. So just come and hang out, get a readings or whatever, because we were going to do it again, but last year we're just going to do Friday and Saturday, and then Sunday's a free roam day. You can hang out at the store, you can talk to folks, you can get readings and whatever at the store. So we'll just cut it down differently this year and see how that goes. But you know, and then we'll have all of us that are still here in the store and in the center. So, you know, people can come and just hang out and buy merch if they want, you know, get a reading, whatever. See the 9.5 foot tall dog man, you know, get some selfie ops, you know, whatever.
Yep.
So,
and I don't think people realize how it's wonderful having all those people there. But one of the most beautiful things about it is the town. The whole town gets involved, and they treat everybody so good, and they're so welcoming, and they're excited as well.
Yeah.
And it was great.
For Diner is the only place to get breakfast too.
And man, do they have good breakfast.
Oh no, wait, I'm wrong. Sam's Diner does a great breakfast too.
Mm-hmm.
They're just down the road about 1.5 miles, 2 miles. So
if Oakford's full, you can go right down to Sam's Diner. That's the only 2 places that are open for breakfast on Saturday morning.
Yep. So.
And you can get yourself a coffee at Rosewood Coffee. That's right up on Main Street there.
You know, it's the high dollar night. Not high dollar, but it's like the uppity Starbucks type. Come on.
It's awesome.
It's bougie. Are you saying it's the bougie coffee?
Yeah,
it's
the bougie.
Okay.
Well, you know what? I mean,
I'm extra. I'm an extra large medium. Extra. I'm extra.
No, but it's the high quality stuff. You know, it's good coffee.
It's the good stuff. It's like,
they have great tea, raspberry tea. I love that stuff, man. I can put a whole picture of that down my.
So the other day, Ada, God bless her sweet soul, went and got us coffees, right? So I come into work into the store, and she had gotten me a peanut butter cup coffee. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Peanut butter cups and coffee in one thing. Are you kidding? It was fantastic. They did an amazing job. I think there was a little bit of espresso in it too. I was extra that day.
Yeah, if you were here in Franklin yesterday, we spent most of the day at the Mill House, sucking down exotic coffee. Breakfast, lunch, and,
to talk about too.
You know, it's
speaking of coffee.
That's not speaking of coffee. There is something that, I mean, and you can get it when you're here, coming down here. We'll support all the vendors and everything else, and all those ones that support the town. Town is awesome. You'll love it. But speaking of the coffee, and this is something new coming out. Why don't you tell us about this?
Yeah, this is our own brand of coffee. Give me that other picture of the big one. All right, you can see that there. That's our new Bigfoot blend coffee, straight from our friend Barry Kurtz from Shinedown, who owns his own coffee company, Spartan Brews. And we are teaming up with him, and he created our own personalized coffee for the store. It's exclusively at Dave Spinks World of Weird. So we have whole bean. So if you like to grind your own, you can grind your own, or you can buy the pre-ground coffee. And we're super excited. It's just another cool and different fun project. That's great coffee, man.
And if you're coming for VIP night and all of our
You'll get
speakers,
some free samples.
you will be enjoying Bigfoot blend.
Yeah.
And we know
Excellent.
how to coffee.
So this is the first of several that we plan on doing. So we'll see how it goes, and we got some really cool stuff in the store. We got homemade maple syrup right here on the mountain. No preservatives, no junk in it. It's the real deal maple syrup, homemade right here in West Virginia from a local guy here right down the road in Mount Nebo. It's called Dave's Backyard Sugar, and he's making us our own Bigfoot maple syrup, man. So, you can't, and it's totally healthy for you. It's like the real deal. And he does it the old fashioned way where it takes a long time. You get like 60 gallons of the first part. And by the time you're done, you have like 6 gallons of real maple syrup. He cooks it down the old fashioned way. These big commercial companies, they don't do it like that. So it's all with osmosis and all this other weird
And
stuff.
no GMOs.
There's no GMOs. It's the real deal, man, and it is so freaking good. I mean, we're stoked that we got some of that in the store. We got a lot of cool stuff coming in the store. So some new different food products. Of course, we have all 3 flavors of Lyle Blackburn's Monster Hot Sauce now. We got the habanero, the Rogue Red chili, and the jalapeno, the green.
And we just got a fresh new batch of the collector edition cookbooks that literally look like the cookbook. They have the spiral binding on them.
Mm-hmm.
They will not last. We only got 100 of them.
Mm-hmm.
So we're pretty excited to have that back in stock. We couldn't keep those in stock. So
yeah.
back on our shelves.
Yep.
Awesome.
So we got a lot of cool stuff, and looking forward to seeing everybody there.
And Dave likes signing them.
What's going on with the new movies? You got some movies coming out, or did you get DVDs coming out?
They won't be out. They won't be out in time for MonsterCon. We'll have them out next month, but we'll probably take some orders and mail them out to people.
Awesome.
Flora and the first Willow's Weep Doc. It just takes a ton of money to do this stuff, guys. We can only do so much at a time. You know what I'm saying? So each one's another project that costs hundreds and hundreds of dollars to get done.
I think we should do a behind the scenes Willow's Weep one.
Behind the scenes. Oh.
I have a few things I want to say.
Behind the scenes.
I have a few things I want to say about that.
Yes.
Oh, you mean about me not making money, and all that stuff?
Oh, yeah, a few things. About 20 things.
Put it up again, Billy. Put it up again.
Can I sit next to her when she does it?
Yeah, so it is what it is. But you live and learn.
It is, but
yes.
the people probably want to know the truth. I want to know the truth.
Well, that will all come when we do the last movie about it, or the other documentary about it. So, because we got a lot of stuff we got.
I think people I don't know if you guys, in the chat room or whatever, I think you want to know the real deal. That's what I think. If it were me and I was involved in this, I would want to know every nook and cranny and everything this man has been through with that property. There is probably, I would say, 75 to 80% they don't know that you go through.
Oh, at least probably higher.
And there's I want my own little cameo so I get to talk about all the stuff that I feel too. Because I see what happens to him.
She had to deal with it. She had to help me deal with a lot of it because I got done dirty. Just
repeatedly. And it's continuing.
And there was a bigger mission with the house, so I had to shut it down for safety, people's safety. And I lost I'll just say it, a shit ton of money. A shit ton that I could have been putting in my pocket day after day because it was a turnkey business that I bought for that purpose to study the paranormal. So, when you realize it's just not worth it for people to get hurt spiritually, mentally, or physically, then you have to make a call. And that's what I did, but there was a lot of repercussions that affected me personally and financially from that. So, I could have sold out and said, well, I don't give a shit if people get hurt. It's on them. But my conscience wouldn't let me do that. So, and especially after the stuff Bear dealt with there from that place, I said, that's it, man. That's it. And, we're done with it.
Well,
And,
people should respect you for that. I've told you.
They don't give a shit.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they can get these hands, but
Well, you might have to use them because
they still talk shit. They still going.
There's people that continue to do very, very underhanded things to him that are just unconscionable. I mean, people wouldn't believe us if we told them.
Oh yeah, we could write a whole book on that kind of stuff.
That's why I said people might want to know. Maybe it's a new tell-all.
But I don't care. I know I'm doing the right thing, and in the end, I'll be the winner. So, because guess what? I got to answer to upstairs.
And his soul is not for sale.
That's
right.
Not for sale.
And in the long run, I will get what I want from that house in several different ways. So,
sure.
People documented a lot of paranormal evidence in that house, man. And even before I owned it. But since I took it to the next level, I'm the major bad guy. And I'm strong enough I can take that heat. You know what I'm saying? So because I felt that was a place that needed to be shown how these dark, evil places are real and they do exist and they can mess people up bad.
Totally bad. Totally bad.
So,
absolutely.
But it is what it is. And negative people, guess what? They want negative comments. So they're not going to get it from me. They're just not going to get it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And others tried to take advantage of me owning the property and did some pretty dirty stuff and different things like that. But who I thought were friends and whatnot, and they weren't. So, it seems to come like that throughout the paranormal anyway. So one word covers it all in my book, and that's jealousy. And that's really what people's problem is, because, I'm a go-getter and I make stuff happen. If I want to do something, I find a way to make it happen, and I always have. And not that I'm not like tooting my own horn, but nobody has really done all the things I've done. I've done. Yeah, I'm me. Nobody's going to be me. Nobody can be me. Only I can be me. So I go out there and I see, hey, this would be a really cool project to take on, and I do it and I make it happen. Or just like the store idea, I want to open my own store, and I did that. Me and Jen did that together. I wanted to own my own haunted location because I control the environment. There's no BS going on, right? So then it's a more clean environment to study the paranormal. So it is what it is. You'll have naysayers, negative people, but it boils down to one thing, and that's jealousy, and that's all it is.
And if you want to go in
everything is for research, man. Everything's for research.
Yeah.
That's what it was put.
Well, that was the whole idea, to let other teams, including you guys and my friends and me and whoever wanted to go in there and see what they got and what they experienced. But at some point, when people are getting injured and messed up mentally, physically, and spiritually, you got to pull the plug on it, man. I mean, it's just not worth it. Right. I mean, I could sit there right now. I can guarantee you, if I open the Weep tomorrow, it would be booked from now to next year, every single day.
Yep,
I've got that many emails in my email.
But the bad thing about it is you have to deal with the problems that comes with it, and there's
right. Yeah.
Well, yeah. Then you got people going in there and they're doing black magic, and they're doing Ouija board stuff, conjuring stuff, trying to bring even more negative stuff into the place. It don't need any help.
Right.
Yeah, it don't need any help in that area.
No, it doesn't.
No.
And it's like going in the future. If you look at what's going to happen and what may happen, you're going to see a lot of stuff from, I think, the people here on the screen and doing different things, and maybe you'll see an area where we'll be talking more about training and helping people to understand what this is, and put together schools on a lot of that stuff, and help people so you can help people and be able to continue that. you know, it's crazy times. Billy's been up to the place before, all the places, and he last time we had a great time when we were all up there in Richwood. I don't know if he'll be coming up this time because of some family situations that he's dealing with, and our prayers go out to him. So please pray on that and to correct that. And
we'll definitely miss you, brother, if you can't make it.
Yeah. But go ahead, Billy.
That was me, Bear.
Okay. Sorry about that.
We are working on book number 2 on the week. Will be out.
Yep.
Before you know it. So, and there's some other cool stuff going on with it too. So, but
let me get. There's so much stuff coming on, and there's so much stuff going on, and you're going to have the people here in Kentucky, Tennessee, and around this area, or wherever you'd like to travel to. If you would like to, this is the second annual for this also. Octagon Hall is going to have our these wonderful people here, and that comes across on Octagon Hall Museum presents a VIP ghost hunt with on Friday, June 2nd, 2023, with Dave, Spinks, and Serenity Jenny. There will be only 15 tickets sold on this event. They will be $100 a piece, and you will get to spend the day with these wonderful people and the night at the hall. And it is last year just a fantastic event. Everybody left raving and had a great time. Most of the VIP people who are at the VIP, there'll be swag, all kinds of good stuff for you. But the fun thing about it is that most of the VIP people liked it so much that they take up most of the tickets for the second night. And there will be a second night. And the second night is Saturday, the 3rd. And it is $65 for that, but there will only be 25 tickets sold at that time for that event. And you'll be able to come to the hall and visit with them. We've had last year was a total blast. We had
some crazy stuff happening.
Oh yeah,
on both days.
Yeah.
I'm like chomping at the bit.
Yeah,
and don't forget how quickly those events sold out last year.
Right.
Yeah. This thing,
and the proceeds go.
Tickets will go on sale on Monday. So Monday in the evening at 5 o'clock Central Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Time. So look for them on the Octagon Hall website at www.octagonhallmuseum.com. Underneath events, you'll see it there. And purchase them up fast because these things sold out last year within hours. The first event was gone, I believe, 4 hours after it was posted. The second event lasted about 6 hours, and they were all done. So,
hey Jen, are you going to go out in the building again this year?
Yeah. Yes.
That thing pounded on that floor, man. She was out of there. She's been out there all day.
I was out there for 12 hours in my defense.
Yeah, we're putting you back out there.
I seen her coming with her hand on her hip. She said, I'm out of that. I said, what happened? She goes, something pounded on the freaking floor.
Who was it? Beth, were you in there with me when that happened?
No, I was outside because you came running out because somebody was yelling, he's dead, and I was freaking out because it was a snake.
Oh, that was a snake. Okay, that was one time. That was a different incident.
Yeah, and you almost killed everybody.
Yeah.
We had some wild stuff happen.
We did. The whole building shook though.
So many people had experiences, man, and some were not very good, but that's what we're here to do, and some were very powerful too. And profound, and the one I really liked the most was we were a bunch of us were sitting on the back porch, and Jen was inside with her people doing her thing, and we were able to match up events that were being captured on the ghost box with what they were experiencing up at the very top floor. And that was very profound.
And not everything that happens at the hall has to do with like demonic things. These were angelic.
Yeah.
Like these,
Yeah.
I mean, the things that happen there are so varied. There's just such a vast array of things that happen.
You never know what you get at the
Yeah,
hall, man. I mean, it's just one.
That should be a shirt, Bear.
It can
That should be
It
a
can
shirt.
flip
Yeah.
1 minute to the next.
It's
now
definitely
it's
a box of
positive.
chocolates.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've
I mean,
always
it's
said something that's
phenomenal
really
place.
interesting. We were talking about the hall just for a second. I didn't mean to interrupt. I got a text message, and there's people here that normally would be in here at the show, but they're up at the hall. And you're not going to believe what I got a text message of, and I got a picture also. Unfortunately, I can't share it on air right now. But Phantom Train.
No.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Nice.
they got Phantom Train. We got a picture, and I'm looking at it, and it's awesome.
Send it over.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah. Yeah, the Phantom Train has been caught again at the hall, and it's just awesome, and you can definitely tell what it is.
That's all. The place is phenomenal, folks. If you've never been there, I highly, highly recommend it. I was able to spend an entire week in the place for 24/7, and had some very profound experiences. And one day we'll get those DVDs out on that daggone thing, because
Oh yeah.
you know.
Well, we might have to add it. We might have to add it to a collection of something.
Yeah, because we've got so much. It's probably going to be several DVDs of the hall.
It'll be episodes.
And the cool,
Episodes,
the cool
yeah.
thing with our
The
event,
series.
we make money for the hall for our event too, right, Bear? When we give a
Yes.
big donation of that money to the hall to help keep
Oh,
it going and everything. And
Yes.
I'm all about that, and so is Jen. And we got to keep these historical locations up and running, because history is very important, and the spirit, it's what we use to try to learn more about the spirit world and the paranormal world and the supernatural world. Because these places that have so much history and so many profound events happen at them, they're like a magnet for spirit activity and everything else. So, and the hall has it all, let me tell you.
It is a great place. But let me tell you
That's
something
the
else.
shirt right there.
There
The
it is.
hall has it
The
all.
hall has it all.
Yeah.
That's it all.
I told you
There
that
we
was
go.
a
I said two sayings that are marketable right there.
Yep.
That's
You
how my
got
brain
the-
works.
You do a picture of the hall. You put the hall has it all, and then you put a UFO, a cryptid, and a spirit,
Bigfoots. Five Bigfoots that swing their arms.
Yes, exactly.
Well, you can put the freaking Batman guy
The
and everything
Batman,
else.
yeah.
and
The
that's
ghost
right.
of
I mean,
Phantom Train.
the Phantom
Yeah,
Train.
Yeah, I've got so many things that go on there.
And a couple angels for good measure.
Yes.
One of the, we got that happening in June, at the first part of June. And
Yeah.
then, we talk about how busy these folks are, and we are all too busy, but they are just pumping at it. But this is something that Jen feels very strongly about. She's out to help people. She's out to do this. And we all are, as a group of consciousness and trying to help others understand what's going on in this world. At the end of the month, here she comes back in June, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. Wildfire West Virginia Weekend Retreat. Ignition. I love that. I don't know. I mean, and it's kind of like rekindling your flame. But Jen, tell us a little bit about this.
So an ignition weekend is my mini wildfire. I have my wildfire event usually in December of every year because of Mother Mary coming out of the floor and telling me to gather the women years ago. I started having the wildfire event at the direction of spirit. I wanted to have it in the summertime and have bonfires and cool things, Mother Mary said no. Blessed Mother kind of took the lead role on that and said December the 8th. And I was not Catholic. I didn't understand what the Immaculate Conception date and the significance of it was. So I actually started having the wildfire events in December, and I wanted to do something midway through the year. And now that I'm down in Richwood, I want to celebrate the beauty of the Cherry River and use all that water, all that elemental, the most conducive element in our our world is water for spirit. So why not take advantage of that and have an ignition weekend and reclaim their flame is what I put on there. Reclaim your flame, whatever your calling is. Maybe you don't know. Maybe you do know. You just need to supercharge, kind of get your butt off the ledge there and get moving in the right direction. I actually only have 15 tickets for it now. It's selling out pretty rapidly. I got it at 5 o'clock in the morning, like in the middle of the night one night, and it kind of hit me pretty hard. And I literally called the lodge and it was available. So it's probably gonna sell out pretty fast.
Beautiful spot, folks, and you can see a little picture of it there.
And it is it's been calling to me for a little while now since I've been down here, and I just really felt kind of guided to have this weekend.
And you can stay right there, right? Everybody stays right there, and
that actually includes their prices for their lodging is actually included in there, and it's some of their meals, so it's pretty cost effective. I mean, it's basically, you're getting a healing session, an ignition session. I mean, sometimes these connections that are formed through these weekends are like lifelong connections, because this is where you meet your soul family. And the women who have attended wildfire events in the past, I mean, it's extremely powerful, and a lot of it has nothing to do with me. I just receive the message, gather the people, and spirit does the rest. It's pretty phenomenal. So I'm excited about this one.
Awesome. And you got some great things in here, healing circle, meditation, activations, workshops, psychic development, oracle and angel cards, dowsing, and healing tools. And that's a great thing to do and to cover. And I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to be there. I'm going to plan on coming back for that. I want to be there for that one. And
you won't get all that with any other person. Like, you will not get all those different things with any other person.
Well, it all comes together. I mean, that's the wonderful thing. That's what it all comes together. And if anyone has ever been blessed enough to be with Jenny and Dave and anybody on the screen here, you all know that
I'll be stuck at the store, I'm sure.
No,
I doubt it.
On the fire.
I'll be cooking. So
right, exactly.
I'm gonna be making some killer stuff out of the cookbook and stuff for you guys.
I have a couple of few favorite recipes that he keeps threatening me. Maybe I'll do that for an event. And I'm like, if I just have the event, then he can cook. So that works out good.
I just wanted to swing in. I haven't had a chance to say hi to this chat room and anything. Christy Moore-Hughes, hello. I saw your message. I'll talk to Jenny about that. Tawana Bear, hello. Hello, Melinda. Hello, Kimmy. Ada, how you doing? It's so great.
Hey, guys.
Thank you.
Love all you guys.
Thank you for supporting all these wonderful people. Airbed Walker. Just Morgan, how are you? Christine Ludwig. Who else we've got on here? Spiritual Inspiration Warrior. Hello there. Mike Walker. Mike, how you doing, buddy? We're gonna see some interesting, wonderful people at this thing. Todd Eskew, hello. Christy Moore-Hughes again. I'm sorry. Nancy White, how are you doing?
Hey, Nan.
Let's see who else we've got in here. And I'm sorry, I'm just running through it as fast as I can go through it. So there's some hello, Nikki Torres. Toros, how are you? And Tom Swingner, hello. Courtney Peterson, hello. Thank you all for tuning in. Tara Clary, gosh, little girl, how are you? You're one of my favorite people in the world. We say hello and send you love and light and energy like you have never seen before. Vicky Norris, how are you doing? Good to see you on the show also. And it's been such a pleasure. Thank you all for coming to the show. I can't thank you enough for doing it. Sorry that we have not been on the shows for a little bit. We've been having some technical difficulties and some other things that go on with this. And you just have to understand the life that we live and what tries to attack us sometimes. It's the way that it is. So, but anyway.
Spiritual. What's this on the bottom I see here?
That's Brendan, I think.
I don't know. I'll try to get that off of there right now. So, My computer is going bonkers just right
I
now.
think
Uh-oh.
tap the comment, Bear.
I'm back. I got to get back in the comments section. So I don't know. Yeah, there I am. Let's go here and bring this one up and then press that one back again. Can't get them all to go in and out of here.
There we go.
There
There you got it.
It was covering half a Billy up. Cover up half the beard. We can't have the beard being covered up, man.
Yes. If you all are, Dave was talking about if at all possible, and
Hey, Dave. Melvin wants to know if he'll be able to get chili.
There will.
no,
Yes, we're gonna
No.
get Melvin all kinds of chili and any kind of baked beans that he wants.
Oh yeah, I'll make
if
up
you're
a bunch
staying
of
with
different
me
stuff.
in my room, no.
I mean, no beans, no beans, right?
Oh god.
Melvin, I'll hook you up. Shh.
Yeah. Anyway, if Billy and them can make it, it would be so great because you got a 9-foot dog man and you have a 5-foot gnome, and if you got those two pictures together, you can't beat that anywhere known to man.
And an 8.5 foot tall squatch in there.
That's right.
Billy, I think
exactly.
you should stand on one end and we could have like a little steps, like 1, 2, 3.
I think what they
There
need
you
to
go.
do is actually use you as the model for the gnome that they did bring in there, for the elemental gnome that they need.
It will be the cutest gnome ever.
Yeah.
No,
I've
like-
got a picture with
Right.
watch, and I'm looking.
Yes, it looked just like him. He got in there.
Comments, anyone? We're going to round this up and get on with it. But thank you all for watching. Final comments, Beth Allen, Billy, go ahead and talk us out a little bit.
Guys, keep moving forward no matter what gets thrown at you.
Stay cool. I'm out.
I'm out.
Well, we can't wait to see you guys and hang out and do our thing, man.
We are looking forward to seeing y'all, and we're looking forward to seeing everybody else because
Yes.
it's a blessing to have these wonderful people out there. And when you get to hang out with some of the great speakers, and if people who may not know who Stan Gordon is, great investigator, writer of several books, Cosmic Ray Keller, you have got to grab his books. You got to sit down and just talk with that man.
You can't help but smile
Wonderful,
around him.
wonderful individual and ball of knowledge. And I'll be purchasing another one of his books as soon as I get there because I'm definitely interested.
Everybody there is phenomenal speakers, guys. I mean,
Yes.
lots of experience in various aspects. You'd be hard pressed to find a lineup with that many people that have this much experience in all aspects of the fields.
I think it'd be really cool to kind of like really pin down the amount of years that everybody. It just would be awesome to see.
It's like 1,000 years.
I know.
Oh, it
It's
would be a lot of years. It'd be a lot of years.
I mean,
one quick thing. Have you guys thought about what's going to happen when Wild Bill and Melvin?
Oh my God.
I'm pretty excited. I almost saw him take a tie off a Marine at the Woods and Water Expo. It was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a body
Bill
cam for that.
His own little separate area.
He has
Right,
a security
right.
on the garage.
Yeah.
I'm sure Melvin will
Gonna have
find
You
to
gotta keep him.
security
You
for
gotta
that
keep
one.
him away from the kids.
I'm gonna have to do security on that one. Hey guys, I forgot one part that I always try to do on the show lately, and I've been trying to bring it up, and I haven't done it. Let me see if I can do it. I wanted to give the latest thing on, because UFOs have been popping around a lot, and people have been talking about them, and I wanted to just add real fast at the end of the show here, so I didn't hit it up earlier. March statistical sightings for March 2023. We're in the middle of April. We'll be doing the other one here next month. But in the United States, there was 639 different sightings in the United States in March. United Kingdom, there was 37, Canada 26, France 11, and Australia 7. So the breakdown on that, California leads the way with 89 different sightings. Florida was 64, Pennsylvania was 35, Arizona 32, Texas had 31 sightings, Ohio 25, and then you go down a little bit of the ways. West Virginia was let's see, West Virginia on here. West Virginia had 4 sightings in March.
What reporting agency is that though, Bear?
This is through MUFON.
Yeah, so people here, and I'm going to tell you straight up, they don't report to MUFON very often.
Right. That's exactly.
I've got quadruple of those. I've got quadruple of those reports just in my store alone in West Virginia.
Oh, it's
30 reports just in my store to me.
Yeah, you know, and it's funny, Dave, because you mentioned it. There's 6 in Kentucky, and I had 6 in the first week of
so
but not everybody does, and I understand it. But as far as collecting it and giving a state aspect of it, they still are the go-to when you're looking at this. The interesting thing that is about these is the number one objects that we're seeing were circles, spears, star-like, and triangles.
Well, we had one the other night ourselves.
Yeah, well, we had one the other night here. We had two of them the other night. Interesting. As I was saying earlier, we had one at the hall this evening before it got dark and during the daylight hours. But within 100 feet of the sightings, the witnesses saw these within 100 feet. There was 83 witnesses that were up close and personal with it. Between 100 feet and 500 feet, there was 90. And 500 feet to 1 mile away, 128. The interesting thing, the most impressive part about this is there was 28 landings, hovering, and takeoffs reported, with 39 entities observed. A number of abductions in March reported to MUFON's ERT system was 41.
Wow.
That's just MUFON.
That's just MUFON itself. That's just MUFON itself. I would it's interesting, all the years I spent in MUFON and so forth, but I'm no longer in MUFON, but they always send me this stuff.
I'm not worried about being abducted. They look at me and they're like, nope, we're not taking that one.
They've got a fight on their hands.
Right.
They sent me back.
They're like,
anyway, folks, we thank you so much, and it's appreciative that you all tuned in tonight, and hopefully we'll be with you again next week. Maybe we could do a live if Dave and Jenny let us up at MonsterCon.
Oh yeah,
you sure could. You got to do it from the store.
Sure.
We could do
Sunday.
it from the store. We could do it from the store. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we got killer internet at the store. So
we got some awesome lighting too.
Party. And everybody, we if you we're all with you. If you are in need, or we're here to give you prayer. We're here to give you whatever you need. We're here to be we'll help you spiritually in any way that we can. And we bless you all. Thank you again for tuning in. And God bless you all. Billy, Beth, David, Jenny, many, many blessings to you. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for all you do for everyone.
Love you guys.
We love you. Good night, everybody.
Love y'all.
Good night.
We'll be right back.